E aí, camaradas, suave? ManoBigodi aqui, trazendo mais vídeo aqui pro canal de Genshin Impact, voltando com a história, dessa vez da 4.1. Já acabou aquela trama lá,
There's something in the air.
perdão,
Something
já
that
acabou
tells me a
aquela
new
trama lá
case is
de
brewing.
envolver da água, as pessoas se dissolvendo em água. E pelo que parenta, né, vai ter alguma coisa nos fatores, né, que também o Child foi preso. E bababá, a gente não sabe, né? Teve os trailers e tudo mais. Né? A gente vai pra Fortaleza Mihoyo, né? Que é a prisão. Que as regras lá são diferentes do resto de Fontaine. Bababá e bobobó. Mas enfim, né? Vai começar aqui com a gente pra base secreta da Espina de Rosula em Fontaine.
Yep, Ursula, and it's empty and waiting for us as promised. Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even without Silver standing guard, we can just completely relax.
Você achar até mesmo sem o Silver
Why don't we
guarda.
stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then.
Ó. Se quiséssemos descansar, né? Não poderíamos ter escolhido um lugar com uma vista mais decente?
Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to stay in an actual base?
A verdade, pai.
Oh, fine, fine.
É porque a nave paga comida pra ela.
Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Ah, justo. Só não estraga o final pra mim dessa vez.
Yippee! Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy.
Só não estraga o final, né? Porque da última vez você pega um relaxo por um tempo.
Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. Whew. It's actually pretty good.
Você terminou agora?
No! Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Nós somos os aposentados ManoBigodi e Paimon, exatamente.
Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Ai, meu Deus, o que é agora?
Chatty! Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Nourilette wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
Nourilette? He wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I'm not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Nourilette in person.
If you say so, but Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Rumo às estrelas, brilhando nas profundezas. Ai, meu Deus do céu, cara. Uma missão diária tá empacando, cuzão. Os vermes são culpados. Bebe alguma coisa primeiro.
My intuition tells me that something very interesting is about to happen.
É isso aí mesmo. Então, gente, eu vou dar uma pausa e eu volto já. Aí, gente, voltei. Cumpri a missão diária já lá. Pô, mano, o que mais odeio é quando tem uma missão impedindo de fazer a missão do Arconte, cara. gravando, tá ligado? Se é em outros momentos, nem importa tanto, mas... Quando precisamos ensinar conte, porra, mó chatiça, parece. Vamos ver que novidade
Did you
é
want
com a
to speak
gente.
about something?
É com a gente.
Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Está com dúvidas do que discutir com a
Given
gente?
that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do, however, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this.
Certo tempo antes.
It has come to my
Fala's
attention that the
memória.
Snezhnayan Harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with you, correct?
E a Furina com medo de
I
morrer.
heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan Harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete
tem que ter
falling
cuidado.
out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time.
Tem caroço nesse ângulo, hein?
Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem
mole.
navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
Tá contando alguma coisa,
No,
pessoal.
not
Quer
at
muito
all.
esse encontro.
Look,
Que
I
isso?
am the Hydro-Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Ué, ela tá que nem Jesus aqui, ó. Que isso? Esse cara tá ficando bom nisso. Que isso? Depois de uma insistência, de vez em quando a Furina serva.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party.
Chá da tarde. Aos pixels.
I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina?
Eita. Quarta dos 11 mejaceiros do Suatui. Serva. Acho que tá bugado isso aqui, não tá não? Arlequina. A bicha é bonita, hein? Mas negar não, hein? Mas não sou que nem uns aí, não. Ai, linda pra ser 6. Ainda mais se ela for uma Eu só pegarei ela se ela fosse muito útil. Olha lá. Se ela for uma DPS, então, descarto completamente.
Lady Farina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you.
Pô, o modelo dela ficou muito bonito.
I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Ah, mas ela tem aquela personagem assim que é boazinha por fora, assim, sabe? Esse olhar dela aí parece me dar medo.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui Harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice.
Nossa, essa suspirada que ela deu aí.
Okay, why don't we back up a step?
Né,
You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Imapct to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The fortress of Imapct has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse.
Pode fazer nada, mano. É outras paradas.
However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
Interessante.
The knave showed up already? Well, Linny did say that father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Linny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Por favor, tenha cuidado, Neuvillette. A serva não será fácil de lidar.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the knave.
Could the knave be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
So maybe that's not very likely. Even though Farina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
In
Ela ainda é
reality,
maior
this
que
problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the fortress of Meropide, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Ele... Child misteriosamente desapareceu. Desapareceu?
The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the fortress of Meropide. Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance.
O bagulho fica debaixo
I was
d'água,
only
fica não?
willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the fortress of Meropide and investigate Child's disappearance. This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Mas por que você quer que a gente vá? Não seria mais conveniente um oficial de Fontaine fazer isso?
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the fortress of Meropide.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The fortress of Meropide is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before.
Ah, eles são exilados, só que esses caras da Federação Meropide pegam os exilados e encarceram
The
eles.
fortress of Meropide may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles.
Ah.
All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters.
Ah, que brisa.
Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon
Nossa.
gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct.
Isso.
I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble. So,
É plano, é plano.
are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Já que você parece estar com um problemão, e Child é nosso amigo, no fim das contas.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Meropide's entrance on Erinius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
Caralho. Talvez vocês queiram comer algo gostoso ou tomar um bom banho, porque lá não vai dar não.
Even though we'll be there on trumped up charges, we'll be in prison for real. On second thought, is it too late to back out?
Nem passou pela sua cabeça que a gente ia pro xadrez.
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it. Come on, Trevor, let's
assim
go eat
que
the best
vai
meal we can
nós.
find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month. You're a treat.
Are you leaving now? In that case, Please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
Eita, cara, mesmo no bolo dele, tá? Que isso? Uma festa de chá complicada. Vamos para o café no sério. Que isso, parça? Os caras vão cancelar o nome. Tá certo, uma vez na vida tem que ser preso, né? Senão você não tá aproveitando direito. Fala também. Ah, mano, esse sistema é muito maluco, né, parça? Eles não mandam prender, eles mandam os caras pro exílio. Só que a Fortaleza Imapct foi eles que fizeram pra juntar esse pessoal. Que doideira. Pensei que essa
I have
ia
that, and that. Oh, and one of those too. Ooh, and no Fanta, thank you.
No, sem Fanta, por favor. Prefiro Coca-Cola. Você não tá pedindo demais, não? Você não acabou de terminar o bolo que o Nevilete deu?
That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we were about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty.
Faz sentido.
Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws here.
E a gente vai ser preso de mentira. Que isso?
But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the fortress of Meropide.
Que
Maybe
bosta.
this is what they call fate.
Pra
Let's
Deus.
just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Acho que ninguém quer, né? Eita, quem será que é?
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey, you
Saiu
can't
da onde,
hear
velho?
a taste. And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Ou você ouve ou você cheira.
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him, but he didn't even show up. Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. As long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the
Confidencial, mulher.
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the fortress of Meropide. You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it.
Não, que
No
isso?
way! We would never! We're just going there to... Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neverlet told us to keep it a secret!
Tem ouvidos bons, pai. Nós vamos cumprir nossa sentença e redimir, por ser o final de livro de detetive em público.
Huh? You're being arrested for that? Oh, but now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable, almost as offensive as committing theft.
Quase tão ruim quando roubar, que isso?
You mean Paimon really did something that serious?
Viu? Eu te disse, pai. E no dia você achou que não era nada demais.
Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. All right, there's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the fortress of Meropide, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a story?
Não.
About that, Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare.
Caralho, Duque.
On top of that, the fortress of Meropide has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge there. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
All right, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
Ah,
Then it's settled.
tá me
The food should be here
lascando.
any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Ah, vai, filho. O buchinho completamente cheio. Ixi. Fecha a loja com a carteira completamente vazia.
Well, guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going.
Ela falando que tá pobre.
Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?
A gente vai parar a cadeira da morte,
you could
não.
eat so much. That didn't go according to plan. Please, please, don't forget about the material for my news article.
Ei, vou ficar devendo, Charlotte. Você me perdoa, tá? Não, fala, agora já foi, já. Isso. Cara, deixou a mulher no prejuízo, né? Que isso? Ah, bem feito aí, ó. Que isso? Vou ser preso. Ai, vou ser preso, né? Quer que eu arranje conteúdo? O jornal dela? Nossa, lascado. Já vou... Ah, mas... Tá na entrada, foi Thaís Meiro pedindo. Tá. Nossa, mas onde é que é isso aí? Ali que é a entrada, mano? Mas você acredita que eu nunca vim pra cá? Cara, que maneiro! Pô, eu nunca tinha passado por aqui, cruzando por aqui atrás. Da hora, velho. É, cadê?
Alright, Nervalect, we're ready. Is this where the entrance is?
You have come, just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the fortress of ManoBigodi from Irenaeus. Careful, you may want to step back a bit.
Whoa, so you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths, the fortress of ManoBigodi is naturally the perfect place to confine and guard criminals.
Lembrou Impel Down de One Piece, pra quem já viu One Piece.
But do not worry,
Sabe o que eu tô falando.
it is not nearly as frightening inside as you may think. You will see for yourselves once you are down there.
Paimon hopes you're right. Don't know about you, but just thinking about being at the bottom of the sea like that gives Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress, Writhsley. He's a very shrewd fellow.
Sagaz.
Yeah, we heard about him too. He's that Duke, right?
Correct. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to investigate at my behest, it would behoove you to avoid any confrontation with him or any of his subordinates. The Duke rarely ever leaves the fortress of ManoBigodi, but that does not mean he is not privy to all that is happening inside and outside the fortress. He is quiet, but not unaware, so please bear that in mind.
Ele é quieto, mas não desatento. O Duque, o Weasley. Terei isso em mente.
All right. That's about all the time that we have to talk privately. I'm counting on you two.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Good. Madeline!
I'm here, Monsieur Nervalect. These two are the newest convicts, I presume? Don't worry, they won't escape on my watch.
Like we would try.
Please follow me, you two. I'll process your paperwork for entering the fortress of ManoBigodi.
Vamos ver. Aviso, envolvido em outras missões. Missão atual, Rumo Brilhando nas Profundezas. Continuar a missão atual pode ocupar mais das 5 missões. Progresso não pode ser continuado. Comédia incompleta, missões de mundo. Continuar essa missão. Você pode optar por continuar missões. Continuar a missão atual. Ups, não tem. Pega o elevador e entre na fortaleza ManoBigodi. Elevador? Onde é essa bomba? Essa pelas escadas, né? Ah, tá. Eu continuo daqui ou não? Ah, mas vou continuar mais um pouquinho. É que os diálogos são muito grandes, né? Então pode ser que fique ruim de eu acabar o vídeo, né? Que aqui seria um...
Are we already underwater now?
Ah, não, acho que ainda não.
So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
Fazer o que, né? Vou fazer o que? Se eu tentar fugir, vou me lascar mais, amor. Então eu ia aceitar que eu fui preso. Tem um baú aqui? Não, né? Vou socializar. Ué, eu posso simplesmente ativar o elevador para subir de volta? É mole ser prisioneiro. Os uniformes dos oficiais aqui.
Oh, it's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Nervalet personally requested I escort these two convicts. I suppose he was concerned others might not be up to the task.
Well, now, aren't you the lucky one? Must be nice to be on good terms with the big shots like the Chief Justice. The only people I get to see every day are the new inmates.
Well, have you tried service with a smile? Who knows, it might help your professional reputation.
Yeah, right. As if. Every criminal comes through here looking miserable. How can I smile with such a toxic work environment? And even if I did smile at them, the convicts would probably just think that I'm some freak getting some kind of twisted enjoyment from their pain.
Oh, she's got a point.
Well, I've finished transferring you. You two will register here, and Marette will guide you through the remaining procedures.
Yep. I'll take it from here. You head on back to that bright and sunny world above. Okay, let me see. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
Presente.
That would be us.
Let me confirm your charges and sentence. Let's see. You two are charged with eating a cake specially prepared for the Archon by a Snezhnayan envoy without the Archon's permission, thereby incapacitating the political center of Fontaine for a brief period. Sentence: 45 days?
Huh? Wait.
Just looking at the charges, it seems you two are capable of causing some serious trouble. And considering how fond Lady Furina is of sweets, this crime is tantamount to trying to assassinate the Hydro Archon herself.
Obrigado pelo elogio. Você tem um olho bom para criminosos.
Now I've seen everything. Anyway, we still need to finish processing you before you can enter the Fortress of Imapct. Please stand in front of the board over there. I'll take your mugshots with my camera.
All right. But be sure to catch Paimon's good side.
Ai, safado. Olha esses dois sendo presos. Que bonitinho. É que eu quero ter esse pique quando eu ser preso um dia. Perfil, né? Ah, vai dar pai agora. Faz a pose aí, pai. Até que fez. Sob a orientação de Maritos, concluem, não sei o que.
And we're done. Thank you for your cooperation. Next, someone will be along to guide you inside the fortress. Please be sure to cherish this opportunity for rebirth.
Ela falando toda morta.
Rebirth? Isn't that a little much? We're only gonna be here for 45 days.
You two are the new inmates, right? Follow me.
Oh, okay.
Aqui tudo cansado da vida,
and
né?
this is the traveler.
Save it. Not like I'll remember your names. Move it.
Que isso? Eita lasqueira. É, a gente não tá numa colônia de férias não, pai. A gente tá no Chilindró, xadrez. No cárcere privado, aí. Encarceramento. Onde um sol nesse quadrado.
So, are you one of the guards here? Is there anything we should be careful of while we're here?
O cara não quer saber de papo, não.
Did Paimon already ask something she wasn't supposed to?
Why should I tell you anything? What's in it for me?
Por que você foi enviado para nos levar?
This is exactly why I can't stand you fish. I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for the credit coupons.
Credit coupons?
Alright, seeing as you're not the annoying kind that's getting dragged in here crying and blubbering, I guess I can tell you a few things. But next time, it'll cost you some coupons. Mora means nothing here. Here, we use credit coupons. Coupons can get you almost anything in the Fortress of Meripede. Desires? Fulfilled. You want power? No problem. Coupons can even change fate itself.
So, credit coupons are a currency that can only be used here?
It's not as simple as that. Like Moret said, everyone gets a chance at rebirth. No matter how much money or power you had before, it means nothing once you set foot inside the Fortress of Meripede. You have to start over and earn your coupons. Everyone starts from the same place, and you have a chance at a new, less terrible life. I guess that's the real purpose of the coupons. They symbolize true fairness and true justice. And this is also exactly why so many criminals choose not to return to the outside world, even after they've served their sentence.
Oh, so that's what the Fortress of Meripede is like. Huh. Paimon was under the impression that it'd be more like a prison.
It certainly ain't all sunshine and roses here, but it's also not the worst place to be. You'd better take a good look at the scenery now. It'll be the last chance you get for a while. After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home. It just stops feeling oppressive, you know? Oh, I'm actually an inmate like you two. Welcoming newcomers is a job I've picked up to earn some extra coupons.
Deixa eu ver o Duke. É mole.
Why aren't you answering us again?
I've told you enough for free. Any more info is gonna cost you.
Ave Maria.
So all you care about is Mora. Wait, no. Coupons?
Almost there. It's down through here. Your turn to give it a try.
Tentar o quê? Ai, nossa, meus costas. Visitante do aquário. Fortaleza, outro elevador. Nossa, vai descer mais ainda lá. Os robôs, os cachorros. Não é pra ter alguém, não? Tem. Nossa, eu vou descer mais ainda que isso. Não, mas deixa eu ver. Então, tá um tempinho bacana, podia ser mais. Podia ser menos. Pera aí. Vamos deixar pra explorar a Fortaleza Mirombeach em um próximo vídeo. Teve a visita... Mano, a gente já viu a serva logo no começo, né? Tem uma coisa errada com a Furina. Ela tava muito querendo ter essa reunião com a serva por algum motivo. Será que elas trocam informações de algum jeito? Fiquei pensando nisso. Pode ser que não, pode ser que sim. O Charles sumiu na fortaleza.
Doing detective work means
Eu
you
não
gotta
visto
walk
fora,
the
não
walk.
foi visto dentro.
No, I
Não
mean
sabe o
literally.
paradeiro dele.
I need to search high and low
Se
for
ele
evidence.
fugiu, se não fugiu. Perdão. Deixa eu ver o que mais. A Fortaleza Miropide, tipo... pensei que era uma prisão, né? E uma prisão que tinha suas próprias regras, mas... É que na verdade, tipo, é um lugar que ficam os exilados, né? Fala que... ninguém é mandado... especificamente, assim, pra Fortaleza Miropide, assim, como pode dizer. Eles não são mandados presos, eles são mandados pro exílio, né? Eles são exilados na Fortaleza Miropide.
Something that tells me a new case is brewing.
Entendeu? Deixa eu ver. É um lugar que só acabam reunindo os exilados. Mas quando não existia a Fortaleza Miropide, que eu entendi, as pessoas eram isoladas. Exiladas, né, de Fontaine, né? Não sei se sou da cidade, não sei como funcionava. Mas, enfim. Criar esse lugar para os exilados se reunirem. Enfim. Mas eu vou comentar. A Charlotte se ferrou, né? Ficou pobre. Capaz de inchar a pança. Tem o Rizla, né? Que a gente vai conhecer, provavelmente. Vai falar com ele. A Charlotte quer uma entrevista. E o meu vilão falou pra gente não arrumar nenhuma encrenca com ele nem com os subordinados dele. E aqui tem uns cupõezinhos, que é o dinheiro, a própria Fortaleza tem o seu dinheiro. Você pode conseguir qualquer coisa com ele, igual o dinheiro. Mesma coisa o dinheiro aqui. Amora, mesma coisa. O dinheiro segue para onde você quiser, praticamente. Deixa eu ver, tem mais alguma coisa comentário. É isso, né, mano? A gente tem que investigar a situação do Charles, reportar lá pro Monsieur Nobilette e a Arconte Hydro
Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk.
Serva, né?
No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
E para, né, ver se apazigua a situação lá, porque a serva não tá muito contente não, né, mano? Passar, você não pode ir pra lá, ver por si mesma. A gente também não vai soltar o Child, entendeu? Tá complicado, né? Então, ela não parece estar com muita paciência, não. Então, melhor também a gente não demorar muito. Mas 45 dias de sentença, mas, porra, entendeu? Um mês e meio, coisa, é tempo, coisa. Deixa eu ver. Eu acho que é isso, né, que tinha a comentar por enquanto. Legalzinho, né? Parece uma prisão assim no fundo da água mesmo. Como eu falei, me lembrou bastante Impel Down, lá de One Piece, que também é uma fortaleza que fica debaixo d'água. Já que tem um bagulho lá de personagem com o poder dos frutos, né? Que são enfraquecidos pelo mar, né? Então lá é muito difícil disso, porque só tem uma saída só, que é por cima ali, né? Então é um bagulho extremamente difícil de escapar, né? E fica muito fundo, né? Então cuidar disso. Aqui também é o mesmo sistema, provavelmente só tem aquela saída que a gente entrou, só tem a entrada e a saída daquela lá. E fica debaixo d'água, né? Não tem como você poçar. Se for sair, vai ter um monte de água, parece que você vai estourar o bagulho. Entendeu? Não é tão simples assim. Enfim. O vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Obrigado a vocês que me acompanharam até aqui. Se você gostou do vídeo, do conteúdo que eu trago no canal, dá um like se estiver disposto. Considere também se inscrever no canal. E é isso. O vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Mas relaxa, a gente se vê em uma outra hora.
Would you like to hear a lullaby?